a very good morning to you. So nice sunshine across the northwest to start the day today. But as we can see on the satellite and radar image, a little bit of cloud just bubbling up. And at times this afternoon, we'll begin to see that cloud thickening with rain approaching from the south by this evening's rush hour. Winds are generally falling light, increasingly misty and murky up in the Pennines, the Cumbrian Fells this afternoon. We're in double figures, but as winds pick up a little bit, it'll start to feel chillier out there. And as I mentioned before, by the time we get to this evening, rain pushes up from the south. Some rather heavy bursts before midnight, moving across the northwest of England and the Isle of Man. The early hours of tomorrow, it will begin to clear up, dry up, but it will leave behind a legacy of low cloud, mistiness and some hill fog on Trans-Pennine routes before tomorrow morning. There'll be some breaks in the cloud further south into Derbyshire and Cheshire, and this is where temperatures tonight will dip to around 3 or 4 degrees. That's going to give us a bright and breezy start to tomorrow once the Trans-Pennine fog lifts, and we'll see winds increasing through the afternoon. Batches of showery rain will move in across the region, interspersed with a bit of brightness here and there. Certainly a windier day tomorrow than today, and so it's going to feel a bit cooler, 9 or 10 Celsius tomorrow afternoon. Bye-bye for now. Thank you. Good afternoon. We've seen cloud building over the last few hours, and this afternoon it's tended to turn rather dull, winds increasing in strength, and we'll begin to see some spits and spots of rain moving in ahead of a rather heavy rain band that's pushing up from the south by this evening's rush hour. A wet few hours in the run up to midnight, after which a clearer and drier prospect before dawn. However, up in the Pennines, quite a foggy end to the night. Winds pick up a little bit before dawn as well, and parts of rural Derbyshire and Cheshire could dip to 3 or 4 degrees. A bright and breezy start to the day tomorrow. Showers will move up from the south during the afternoon. Bye-bye. And there will be some blue skies to come over the next few days, but keep those brollies handy. I'll have the full weather forecast later on in the programme. Thank you. A very good evening to you. A promising start today, but we've seen cloud building across the northwest. And this evening, rain begins to move in now, and over the next few hours, there'll be a few heavy bursts. The next few days, typical spring-like weather, a mixture of bright spells, quite a few showers. It shouldn't feel too chilly, but tomorrow will certainly be fresher. Low pressure is in charge of things, so across the UK as we roll into the Easter weekend, it's quite unsettled. And of the bank holiday days, I'd say Easter Sunday probably going to be the best, with some sunshine, a fairly warm feel to the afternoon. Back to this evening, and you can see that rain beginning to move in from the southwest now. 1 or 2 heavy bursts contained within it. Winds are falling quite light tonight, so there'll be plenty of low cloud and mistiness and fog on the tops of the hills. But into the early hours of tomorrow morning, the bulk of that rain moves northwards, eastwards, and skies will in fact clear. It could be quite chilly for rural Derbyshire and Cheshire tonight, down to around 3 or 4 degrees. Winds picking up a touch before dawn. On to tomorrow. The sun is up at 5 to 6 and sets at 6:38 tomorrow evening. Could be a foggy, damp start on Trans-Pennine routes tomorrow morning. Other than that, bright skies for many and a fresh breeze. Showery rain for the Isle of Man through much of the day tomorrow, and more showers moving in from the southwest for nearly all of us during the course of the day. From lunchtime onwards, a mixture of bright spells, downpours, and with that fresh breeze, it's going to feel chillier than today. 9 or 10 Celsius tomorrow. Looking ahead, it remains unsettled as we roll towards the weekend. Shouldn't be too chilly, and as I mentioned before, by Sunday, settling down briefly. Bye-bye.